Being a mom, it's busy. It can feel overwhelming. We're juggling work and kids and sometimes aging parents and our own lives and trying to make time for ourselves. And let's be honest, sometimes our home can get a little chaotic. But here's the secret. A little reset every now and again can really go a long way. Hello, if you are new here, my name is Julie. I run the Confident Parenting podcast. Sometimes we're faking it till we make it, but other times we actually have very useful strategies like the one I'm going to talk to you about today, about resetting your home once a month and how you can go about doing that to give you the peace and calm that you desire in your home for yourself and your family. If you are new, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Please give this video a thumbs up and let's jump in to just how we can get that calmness back into our busy, hectic mom lives. So the beautiful thing about a reset is that you don't have to do it every day. In fact, if you just set aside one day a month to focus on the things that you typically procrastinate on, you will start to see massive results in your home and your space. A monthly reset isn't about doing everything at once. It's about choosing the things that will hit the hardest, that will make the biggest impact in your home so that you can start to see how decluttering, organizing, deep cleaning can really impact your life. This will provide you with motivation to tackle other areas in your home. But to begin with, we're just going to set aside a few hours, one day a month, and tackle 3 areas in your home that are going to have the greatest impact on how your house feels and how your mental health is impacted. So I know this may sound overwhelming, but as a busy mom of 3 young kids, setting aside one day a month to tackle these things in my home has been a complete game changer. Let's dive in on how you can use one day a month to totally reset your home. For me, this starts with making a plan. I choose one day in the month. I can usually see my month ahead where I feel like we will have a calmer, quieter day. I will get my husband involved if possible. Maybe he can take the children to a birthday party, or they have a sports thing, or he just takes them out to the park for a little bit. Or if you have napping kids, you could do this while they're napping. But I like to plan ahead of time so that I know that on this day, I'm going to be focusing on 3 areas in my home that will have a big impact on how everything runs. By choosing 3 main areas, you don't have to feel overwhelmed that you have to tackle the whole house in one go. In fact, as someone who has been organizing and decluttering for a long time, I always like to give people practice. So these areas that I'm going to talk about now are the easiest, obvious things that you'd want to do before you start tackling super intimidating areas like a storage room or a garage. Those are for when you are more at the expert decluttering and organization level, but starting off this technique will really help build your confidence so that you can tackle those areas. Task number 1 is to tackle the living spaces. These are areas where things tend to pile up. Toys, shoes, jackets, bags, clutter in general. So this could be your living room, your hallway, your dining room, areas where the family kind of congregates and spends a lot of time and doesn't always pick up after themselves. Grab a laundry basket or a bin and focus on clearing up those areas. Anything that does not belong in that particular room needs to be put in a box. If you don't have time to put everything away now, don't worry about that. Rather just gather everything off, clear the surfaces, clear the space so that you can actually see what belongs in the living room or the dining room and tackle those. Task number 2 is to tackle the kitchen. We all know the kitchen is the center of the home, and when you have a well-functioning kitchen, a lot of the other things will fall into place. But because it's such a popular area for everybody and a room that's used all the time, all day long, things tend to really congregate there. Things like mail and bills and paper clutter and the odd sock and artwork from the kids and things that you just know need a home and need to be sorted out, but often we just kind of shove them aside and don't deal with them. This is your opportunity to start tackling that. You probably can recycle a lot of the things, donate some of the things, trash a bunch of stuff. You don't actually probably need half of it that's in there. And in addition, this is your opportunity maybe to clean over appliances, wipe down things that you don't normally attend to, maybe tackle the junk drawer. Now is the time. I don't know about you, but my brain often tries to protect me from what I perceive to be very overwhelming tasks. And a real tip that has helped me so much is to set a timer for say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, see how much I can get done during that time. Or if I'm alone, pop on a podcast, listen to that, and then I just get going, because getting started is often the hardest part. So once you're in the momentum of cleaning up, decluttering, maybe going through your pantry, your cupboards, whatever, then it's so much easier to keep going. Task number 3 is to tackle the bedrooms. Now, we're going for progress over perfection. You might not get to every bedroom depending on how many family members you have, but work on the basics, clear off the floors, put things back into the cupboards and to the drawers. Maybe this is an opportunity to declutter some of your kids' toys and go through a few clothes that they've grown out of or are too worn out to wear. Things like that. You just do your best in the time you have, but this is the time to look at the bedrooms and see how you can improve them. And remember, this is not about being perfect. Even if you only have a few hours on this reset day that you've allocated and you only get through 20% of what you thought you might, that's still 20% more than you didn't do yesterday. And it will build on itself. Plus, as you declutter and go through things and really understand your needs and your systems, what's working, what's not, you'll be able to get rid of so much stuff, and that'll really help you in the future because you'll have less stuff to manage. Now, this last part is critical. Once you have finished your reset time, I want you to take some time for yourself. Just like how if you were doing your homework, you might give yourself some kind of reward, do something fun after you finished a big project or homework. The same for this. You want to associate decluttering, resetting your home with something positive. Maybe you watch your favorite show, or you go and play with the kids, or you guys go out for some tea or coffee. Do something fun. You go for a walk around the neighborhood. Do something that brings you joy and helps you feel like you've been rewarded for all your hard work, because we want you to feel calm and peaceful and joyful after you declutter so that you'll go back and do it again. A reset day is also a chance to really reflect and evaluate what systems are working for you and how you can improve in the future. I really believe that decluttering and organizing are just skills that we learn. We're very fortunate if we learn them as little kids, but most of us don't. So the more that you practice and do, the more you will see what will work for you and your family, and the more mental clarity and peace you'll have in your home. I use my reset day to think about what is working, what can I do next time, can I add in another day? I really enjoy it. I don't even feel like I need a reward. The reward is feeling the peace around having a decluttered space in my home. So for me, it's just such a great opportunity to evaluate how things are going and reflect on how far I've come. Remember, a reset day isn't about making everything spotless. It's about creating space, both physically and mentally, to breathe. You'll be amazed by how much peace a little organization can bring into your life. So grab your calendar, pick a day, and let's get ready to reset. Let's do this. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like so I know I can make more videos of practical tips like these. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.